Hey, I see somebody, I see a few people already joining us. And I think some of you have done this with us before because you're already dropping in the chat where you're from. And that's what we love to see first thing is to get to know you. Hey, Kim from Illinois. So yes, if you're just hopping on with us, if you would all please drop in the chat where you're from so we can get to know you. And if you're a guest with us tonight, drop that in the chat. Let us know that you're a guest and who invited you to join us so that we can give you a warm Norwex welcome. We're super excited to have you. We're going to get started in just a minute as we welcome everyone. So just keep dropping in the chat. And if you're just joining us, drop in the chat where you're from. And if you're a guest, if you would drop that in the chat as well, let us know who invited you so that we can welcome you as one of our amazing guests tonight. We are welcoming people from all over North America. I see some Canada friends. Welcome, Barbara Carter from Mississippi. Your consultant is Jenna Patterson. That's exciting. Love Jenna. She's a sweetheart. We have Tennessee, Chicago, Arizona, Southern California, Hudson, North Carolina, Indiana, Michigan, Washington. Hi, Linda Williams, and welcome, Joanne. No, Joanne, you have a guest, Kelly Hebert. All right, yes, we know Kelly. Awesome, how exciting! Oh my gosh, this is so exciting, and people just keep entering here tonight, joining us to be a part of this exciting mega party with so much great information for each and every one of you. We have Ontario also represented here, Alabama in the house. And let's see, looks like Brenda, are you a guest? Compliments of your niece, Stacy. That's exciting. And we're still Nova Scotia, Heather from Nova Scotia. You are way up north. Missouri, Northwest Pennsylvania, Minnesota, New York, upstate New York, British Columbia, beautiful part of the country. All right, well, just keep dropping in the chat if you're just joining us. And again, please let us know if you're a guest because we do want to make sure we drop in the chat and welcome you. So again, we're excited to have you joining us. I have the privilege of introducing our presenter for tonight. My name is Lynn Branham. I'm a regional sales manager in the United States. I'm actually a home office employee. And so I have the privilege tonight of introducing one of our incredible leaders who is super passionate about sharing our Norwex products, our mission, and our opportunity. She's married to her amazing husband, Brian. She's a mom of two incredible boys that for many years now, she's been a stay-at-home, I'm going to say working mom, because she has been raising these boys while working her Norwex business. When I asked her why she chose to be a part of Norwex, she said, it's because of our company values, Lynn, the support that we give to our consultants, the excellent products that we have to offer, and the opportunity to be part of an incredible community of women and men who support one another. She has a strong love for our products and the value that they bring to her customers. And that's one of the many reasons why she decided to join our Norwex community. When I asked her what she loves most about holding parties, she said, all the different people I meet. It's rewarding to teach them that they don't need chemicals to clean. So here to share with us how to live cleaner and safer in 5 easy steps, please welcome from the state of Virginia, Executive Sales Leader, Wendy Gates. Wendy, thank you so much for joining us tonight and for sharing from your heart what you love about some of your most favorite products. I'm going to kick it over to you now, Wendy.
Thank you, Lynn. Welcome, everyone. It's nice to be here. I have never done a party in front of this many people or a part of, a show. So I am
Biggest party
excited.
ever, right?
And the crazy thing is, I can't see a single one of you. So it is a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me. And I am going to try to fix my screen. Give me a second. Okay. So I am going to tell you guys. So most of you actually, when you were told about tonight, some of you may have heard the term greenwashing. So I'm going to cover that just a little bit. And then we're going to move on into ways that you can make some healthy changes in your home. So, Lynn already did all of the introduction for me. So I'm grateful for that. That saves us a little bit of time. And I will go ahead and let you guys. I'm sorry, y'all. My screen is doing weird things. So forgive me. Okay. So we are going to get started with the term greenwashing. So you guys put in the comments if you've ever heard the term greenwashing and if you know what it is, because a lot of people do not know what it is. So, yeah, a lot of people don't know what it is. So I'm going to read it directly from Wikipedia so I don't mess it up. Greenwashing, also called green sheen, is a form of advertising or marketing spin that deceptively uses green PR, like public relations, green marketing, advertising, to persuade the public that an organization's products, goals, or policies are environmentally friendly. Excuse me. So it can be very deceptive. So I'm just going to touch on just a little bit to let you know some things that you can look for as you go through life, because it is everywhere, y'all. What's so bad that I think for greenwashing is that it preys on consumers when we're trying to do the right thing, and they use their dollars to support companies that they think share their values. So when we're trying to do good and we're out here, we're looking for, the right products. There's some companies that aren't exactly 100% honest. So when you see things, I'm going to just show you this because my printer ran out of ink. So please forgive me. But you can see here, the labels over here are not always. Now, I'm not saying that these images would not, they're not legit, because some companies, they do have that on there. But the biggest things that you want to look for are certifications. And you can find all of this on Google, y'all. So if you want to learn more about it, you want to learn like what you should be looking for, I encourage you, look up what is greenwashing. What are greenwashing examples? Greenwashing examples with cleaning supplies, because it not only happens with cleaning supplies, it happens with everything, like cars and our food. Like, it is there for everything. So it is up to you to do your research, because if you don't, the world is not going to be very helpful. So I hope that that is helpful to you guys. If you have questions, I encourage you guys to reach out to your consultants, um, work on it together. It is a great bit of information that we all can learn from. So hopefully that is a little bit helpful. And we are going to move on to my 5 top products. And I am going to keep this very simple tonight, y'all, for the simple fact that if you're watching tonight and you're thinking, could I do something like this? I want to encourage you that you can. And I'm only going to talk about 5 products tonight. And it's going to be enough, because it's going to knock your socks off and you're going to love it. And you're probably going to want all of them. Actually, I have 7 products, forgive me. But you're probably going to love them so much. So just consider maybe even hosting your own event, grabbing some friends and getting them together. And so just watch what I do and see if it looks like something that you might be interested in, because it's, even if you just wanted to make an extra $100 is a lot of money. So anyway, I'm going to talk about, first and foremost, I want to tell you that our you guys probably know there's a lot of chemicals in the world. Since the 70s, 84,000 chemicals have been introduced to the world and into the commercial world, and less than 1% of them have actually been tested for their safety on humans, on our health. So if that tells you anything, again, we have to be our biggest advocates. And so I want to encourage y'all, do the research. Even if you don't know how to spell the words, just do the research. Google will help. So in the United States, you know, they've only banned 11 chemicals. And so in the European Union, they have banned 2,400. I want you guys to rest assured that Norwex has banned over 2,700 and counting. So when I talk about the products tonight, you can rest assured that you're safe. Norwex is a trusted company, and that's another thing why I love them so much, because I know that they're going to be good to us. So we're going to move on to our EnviroCloth. And if I could tell you one product that's going to take over and clean about 90% of your home, it would be this EnviroCloth. So most of you might have even seen an EnviroCloth. Before I forget, every single one of our products has a tag. You can see on here, this one says Enviro, and it says the word backlock. I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. So there are three things that makes this cloth so fabulous, because honestly, guys, people will say, oh, I can go down the street and get a microfiber cloth. You can't get a cloth like this down the street. So one thing that makes this so special is the size of the fiber in this cloth. So if you were to go down to the store, grab a microfiber cloth, anything that is microfiber, it has to be 1/6 the size of a human hair. So if you were to pluck a hair, split it 6 ways, that's just regular microfiber. That's what it has to be called microfiber. With Norwex, we take it a lot of steps further, and Norwex fiber is 1/200th the size of a human hair. So imagine that. It's really hard to imagine with our brain, with my brain, but that's just very, very fine. And so you can think about, with that size of fiber, that makes this cloth very dense. The density of this cloth, we're going to be able to just pick up so much stuff with all of the fiber that is in here. If we could unravel the fiber in this cloth, we would unravel 10 million feet, 10 million feet per cloth. So if we could unravel it, it would stretch from Canada to the Gulf of Mexico. So granted, no, you cannot unravel it because it's so fine. So it's pretty awesome. So that density of the cloth is actually what is going to help us to remove up to 99% of bacteria from a surface. Excuse me. We also have, the third thing is that backlock that I showed you. So backlock is embedded microsilver that is in the fiber when they make the cloths, and it is a self-purifying agent. And so if you know anything about silver, nothing really can grow in the presence of silver. So they put it in our cloths so that it prevents the growth of mold and mildew and bacteria, just all that nastiness that makes our cloths smell. That's not going to happen with your Norwex microfiber products. So, keep that in mind. And if you have any cloths at home, go look at them, because I bet you it has it on there. So I'm going to show you what we can do. I'm going to fold it and use it, fold it in quarters. So that gives me 8 sides. So I have 1, 2, the 2 on the inside. And then if I were to flip the cloth over to the other side, then we would have another 8 sides. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So with all of those cleaners that we use in our home, you might think, well, where do I start? We have a lot of cleaners that I can't really say their names, but you know what they are. The ones that we're grabbing, all of that stash under the kitchen sink or in the bathroom closet. All of those can be replaced with just your EnviroCloth, y'all. So this is healthy this is good for your health. It's not going to make you have asthma and all of the things that chemicals can do, make our skin break out, cause cancer over time. There's just so many things. I'm going to try to touch on that. I'm going to try to keep this to my time limit because I like to talk, you guys. So thank y'all for listening. Okay, so I'm going to do a really quick demo and show you just how well this will work. Because I know that most of us, if I showed you this, you guys will know what this is. I would say most of us probably know what this is. And yes, it is a disinfecting wipe. And I'm just going to put these 2 to the challenge. And I'm going to show you just how well each one cleans. Okay. So I want to tell you, I did some research. Just so I could actually prove to you, because as a consultant, people always say, oh, of course they're going to say that, they work for the company. But I went, found it, And so, do you know that if you have any of these disinfectant wipes, that they are actually, excuse me, registered as a pesticide. So if you're cleaning with these, you are cleaning with a pesticide. So I wanted to show you. I went to the EPA.gov. That's their website. You're welcome to go there yourself. And I just typed in, what is a disinfectant? Or is a disinfectant a pesticide? And so I have highlighted, it's going to be backwards, but it says here that disinfectants, y'all see that? Disinfectants are pesticides and can be harmful. Please be sure to read and understand any precautionary language or any safety information before using the product. Now, guys, if that's not eye-opening, I don't know what is. So also on the back of these, please read the back of these. We've just never read them because our ancestors, our parents, everybody grew up, we use them forever. It says right here that precautionary statements, hazards to humans and domestic animals. That is us. That is our pets. That's our babies. That's our kids. That's everyone. It is a hazard. And I never knew this either, that whenever you are cleaning a surface, depending on what brand it is, you will have to leave the surface wet. This one says 4 minutes. So to disinfect, you have to leave it visibly wet for 4 minutes. And then if you're using it where you're going to be eating, you have to take a cloth and clean the left behind residue. You have to clean that up. So that's a lot of work. And I'm not going to stand there, first of all, and keep it wet for 4 minutes, but also like, wow, we don't need these. So it's going to save you so much money just to get rid of all of those and use your EnviroCloth. It is one of those things where you have to make yourself use it. When you get something new, you have to think, oh, yes, I'm going to try that EnviroCloth. So with that being said, I am going to show you guys a little experiment. I have some glow germ. My light is not so bright you can't see it, but this plate, okay, plain plate. And I am going to sprinkle just a little bit of this glow germ. This is simulated germs. And we're going to sprinkle some on here. It comes out pretty quickly. So now I hope you guys can see this with the light. That's a lot. That's a lot. I feel like I want to even dump some out. There. Can y'all see? Nope. I dumped too much out. Right here on the floor. That's what you can do when you don't have people right here in the room. Okay. So I have a little bit. Y'all can see it. Okay. Now I could take it and I could just clean it up with this disinfectant wipe and show you what it would do. But this is simulated germs. So I'm actually going to rub it around because germs are everywhere, y'all, right? So I am going to rub this all over the plate. And because we're simulating germs. So that's up there. And I'm going to put the plate down so y'all can pull one of these out. I've actually gotten to where I can't even stand to touch these. Do you guys know that your skin is your largest organ? And it takes about 26 seconds for anything that you touch, good or bad, for it to get into your bloodstream. So therefore, these aren't fun to hold on to, but I'm going to just show you. This is our disinfectant wipe. And then let me show y'all. Sorry. Turn my light off. Oh, it's getting dark. See, this is going to be great. All right. Y'all can see all the dirt on there. That's good. It's good to have this at night, y'all. And so for the sake of it, turn my light back on so y'all can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to take our disinfectant wipe clean. This is what we would do if we were a teacher at school and we're cleaning the desks at school or whatever. Some people even use them in their kitchen. Churches, I read, are using them on their counters and their tables. Guys, we have to do better. But if you don't know what you don't know, right? But when we do know, we can do better. So hopefully this will help you guys understand. All right. Let me see. Can y'all see that? It didn't actually remove any of the germs. It rubbed them around, And even though we smeared the germs on, the disinfectant wipe really, it didn't really do anything. Maybe if we were to leave it visibly wet, maybe it would kill some of the germs. But then again, you still have that chemical left on the surface for everyone to touch it. And I don't know about y'all, I want mine completely removed. I want to mechanically remove that. So I'm going to take this EnviroCloth and I can't do it. I need 3 hands. I'm just going to wipe half so you guys can see. Yes, plus dead bacteria. That's exactly right. So I'm trying to imagine this as half. All right, this should be good. And then we're going to turn our light back off. And I will shine the black light. And we get a good angle. Can y'all see that? Oh, hold on. I think you can see. There, that's a good spot. So you can see that this side is the wipe. This side is where my EnviroCloth took over. So I don't know about you guys, but that was proof enough for me the very first time I saw it. And so you can rest assured that you could just take this, you could clean it. It's not going to transfer any germs to anything. They are safe with that. It's one of those things that you are not going to believe me until you get your own and you try it and you just start using it. So I know I got a lot more to talk about, so I got to hurry. But I want to show you guys that this is clean. Okay. But then if I take this wipe and I rub, because we don't use these just once, right? They're expensive. Who uses them just once? So we're going to put that on there. Turn this off. And can y'all see? It put it right back on there. So unlike your EnviroCloth, your wipes, they might be transferring some germs. You just never know. I would not trust it. So I encourage you guys. It's really hard to make the changes, but it's not something you have to do all at once. Take baby steps. And every little bit helps. It's going to help your family. It's going to help you. You help the environment. So that is our EnviroCloth. There's so many other things. You can use this to clean. You can even take it and try to clean out stains in your carpets, like anything that you can clean it in your kitchen. You can clean your toilet. You can use it all whenever, and we're going to go over cleaning at the end, but if you want to rinse it out, you just rub it under some water, rub it together to help the fibers release the germs and the dirt, and wring it out, and then you want to hang it to dry. That backlock is going to go to work, and it's going to self-purify over 24 hours, and then your cloth will be dry and ready to go again. You do not have to wash it after every single use. And in case I forget to tell y'all while I'm on a roll, you can't, you shouldn't leave it like this to dry. You shouldn't leave it like this to dry. And definitely don't leave it like laying over a sink or somewhere where water is going to constantly hit it, because then it will never have time to dry. So that's a good little thing for these little hooks and tags. You just hang it to dry and it will do its magic, and they're not going to stink, and they're going to clean everything in your home. All right. So moving right along, we're going to move on to our window cloth. Now, y'all, I pulled out a brand new window cloth just for y'all today. Woo, look at that. It's not often that I pull out a new window cloth. It's so pretty. Woo, they're all beautiful. There's different ones in the catalog and on the website that you'll be able to see. So, all right, here's my little smiley face, and y'all say hi. You can see yourself in my ring light. So this is germs, okay? Let's just say that this is our kids' fingerprints. This is, oh my goodness, doggy noses on the door, all of those things. It could even be, I don't know, your car windows. Think about how gross they are. So we are going to go back to that EnviroCloth, and you will see how easily this just cuts right through that chapstick. Y'all see that? So the beautiful thing is that I want you guys to think about how much window cleaner you would spray to get all of this off, how many paper towels you would use, quite a bit, right? And those paper towels, they're not going to make you happy because you're going to have tons of lint all over whatever it is that you are trying to dry and polish. So you can see no streaks, no lint, and whoo-wee, shining, beautiful. I love these things. So these are great gifts for all the guys in your family. All the guys love window cloths. You can get them all the other stuff too because they need it, but there's something about a window cloth and a man in his car. So that is our window cloth. This is great. It's going to replace your window cleaners and your stainless cleaners. You can use this with your, just wipe the stainless steel in the way of the grain and then go behind it and dry it. That will help. If you have stubborn stains, you can use just a little tad of our detergent too. That will help. But let me see what time it is. I gotta hurry up. Okay, so moving right along, I have some fake dust that we're gonna put on here. I have some baking powder, y'all, because I don't know about y'all, but in my house, the dust could be thick enough to look like baking powder. It's just not white. But, all right, so I'm gonna stir that around. This is our dusting mitt. Now, this is gonna take the place of your furniture polish. Have y'all ever noticed on your furniture that dust, as soon as you dust with furniture polish, the dust comes right back? You know why? Because it's furniture polish and it is designed to attract dust. So when you rub the furniture polish on there, it's going to attract dust. And also, that furniture polish is so bad for you. It has formaldehyde. What else did I look up? Petroleum. Like, there are so many bad things that if you just take a second just to type in one thing and figure out what's on there on the internet, you would be surprised. But if you're like me and you don't want to, just trust Norwex, and you can trust that they're going to be good to you and they're not going to lie to you, and you don't have to use chemicals. So I'm giving this a static charge, and it's going to pick up all of the dust in my house, and you can see that it just holds on to it. So you can even see my handprint. And this is nice it's even great for kids. And then if you have a whole lot of dust, you can take our rubber brush and scrub it off, or just rub it together, and you can wash this after if it's really dusty, but you don't have to. You can just brush the dust off, hang it to dry, and you can use this wet also, forgive me. You can use this wet and clean your window screens. Woo, you will just love the view when you have your screens and they've been cleaned with this. This will get pretty dirty, but it's worth it because your screens are going to look great. So that is our dusting mitt. And let's see, moving right along, we're going to do some cleaning paste. I'm going to come back to the cleaning paste. Just so I'm going to take my Sharpie and draw on here, and I'm going to give that time to dry while I move on to our detergent. And detergent, you guys, this is probably my favorite product in the catalog. I love our detergent, and I'm so excited. We recently got a high efficiency washer, so this lasts me a lot longer now. When I had a standard washer, I had to use a full scoop, and this bag can last you, well, of course it says here 100 loads, but many consultants get 200 or more out of their bag of detergent because they're only using a teaspoon of this detergent in their loads. Now, it does depend on your water, what type of washer you have, how dirty the clothes are. So it's something that you're going to have to experiment. I use about this much now. It's maybe about a fourth, maybe a little bit more. But that's all that you need for a large load. Some people, like I said, they prefer a teaspoon. I have a very dirty, almost 14-year-old, and so his clothes get really, really dirty. So that is what works for me. But there are none of the bad stuff that we've been talking about. And it will even tell you right here on the front, no phosphates, no sulfates, no bleach, no fillers, no brighteners. We don't test on animals, no dyes, no fragrances. It is all right here. On the back, you're going to have a little chart that's going to help you decide where to start. Where do I start? How much should I use in the beginning? And this is the powder. And it doesn't really smell anything because there's no fragrance. And I don't know if y'all can see that in there, but it's fabulous. You can use it even, you can soak your clothes in it. There's so many things you can do with it, you guys. If we had all night long, I could just tell you all kinds of things. But that is something that you can hear about whenever you book your party. And you can talk about it and get your consultant to tell you all the ways. But I also want to tell you about, we were talking about greenwashing. One thing that I want you guys to think about, if you think that you have a good product, a good company, and they are, you believe them, and look on the ingredients and make sure that the word fragrance is not on there. And if the word fragrance is on there, do your homework. Find out what that fragrance is, what consists of fragrance. Because in the United States, the word fragrance can consist of 3,000 or more chemicals in that one word. And they are not bound to say what is in that word because it's a trade secret. So they don't have to say what is in there. So all of those smelly things that we love, like they're bad for us, unfortunately. They do smell good, but at what cost do you want to have that smell? So that just jogged my memory. No fragrance is in here. And when you're buying those detergents in the store, most of those detergents are full of water, y'all, and just so many fillers. So I encourage you, start with a detergent that is safe, filler free. It's not bad for you. We have actually 3 kinds of detergent. The powder's my favorite. This is our liquid. This is great for, it only takes 1 squirt. Well, maybe 2 if you have a really large load. It's enzyme based. People absolutely love this. It comes in a lavender scent also. And so this is good. If you want that, it isn't as messy. And then we also have our Eco Wash laundry detergent strips. And these have a very light scent. And this is what it's going to look like when you pull it out. They come with 36 of these strips, 36 loads. And then there's a little perforated line and you just pull this apart. This is technically 1 full load, but in our home, we just use this much. Okay. This is all we're going to use. So this is great for college kids. I send it with me. Oh, my alarm's going off. Lynn's going to say, Wendy, you got to hurry up. So this is great for college kids. This is good for senior citizens, just something nice. You can take it, travel, put it in your suitcase. It's great for camping. It's good for all of those things. So this is our 3rd detergent. All right, let me tell my clock that I hear it. And back to the cleaning paste really quickly. And our cleaning paste is elbow in a jar, elbow grease in a jar. And we also have a new and improved power cleaning paste, but you know how it is. You have to use what you have first before you can indulge in the new stuff, but you can get either one right now. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this paste on here. And it does take a little bit of pressure to get the Sharpie off, but it will come off. And it comes off of doors and trim work in your home when the kids have had the markers out. The paste is awesome. It's going to help. I helped a lady last night. She actually cleaned a tarnished silver teapot. And so just test it in a little spot first to make sure that it's not going to hurt anything if you're unsure. Ta-da! It's all gone. And I feel like I'm shortchanging you guys with that. But anything that your EnviroCloth just isn't quite getting it, you need a little bit of extra umph. That's what your cleaning paste is going to be good for. All right. Yes, Erin said she wouldn't use cleaning paste on your skin. She's got a good point. Don't use it on your skin. But even trying to rub an EnviroCloth on your skin can hurt. So you might want to go for a body cloth. Again, we have lots and lots of products, and I am keeping it simple tonight. Okay. So let me make sure that I've talked about that. When you launder your microfiber, you want to make sure that you don't use dryer sheets. Do not wash them or don't dry them with heavy linted towels, because the lint from those towels is going to smother your microfiber and it's not going to be able to work, because the silver won't be able to work and you're just going to have a mess. So wash it with things like, you can even wash it with your clothes, or you can wash it by itself, whatever you want to do. And the last two things I want to tell you really quickly is, excuse me, if you know about microfiber and you have some, the microfiber booster laundry cleaner, this, I had to go out to the recycle bin and get this out because it's completely empty. My new one hasn't come yet. But this, we use a full scoop, and I will put it in. If I'm soaking my cloths, I'll put a full scoop in hot water in the kitchen sink and throw about 10 of my cloths in there. And I let it soak until the water gets cold, and I mix it up and it just soaks. And then I take it into the washer and I just do a rinse cycle, and they come out perfectly. You are going to be amazed at how much dirt it holds on to, because the cloths are just that awesome. So finally, these are amongst my favorites. You can get a pack of 5 travel enviro cloths. Of course, I only have 3 right here because I've given some away. But these are, not only are they cute, but they are very, very beneficial to have around. Put one in the kids' lunch box, put one in your glove box, put one in your purse. It was pouring down rain today and my whole car door was soaking wet. So I just pulled it out of the glove box and dried it off. So they are great for anything. You can put them under the sink. So if you just need to wipe off the sink really quickly, you can do that. But the travel pack is great to have with you all the time. So I feel like, as with anything, we could just talk all night long, but I am grateful that you guys have been here. Thank you. And if y'all have any questions, reach out to your consultants and think about hosting your own party. And we're just very grateful that you're here.
Thank you so much, Wendy. Oh my goodness, so many great, great nuggets. Love how you shared such a simple and effective way, really, to clean and and create a safer environment, right, for our families. So, so good. Loved your black light demo. When I was following the chat, there were quite a few that were saying, I love the black light demo. Seeing is believing. Right? I mean, when you demonstrate it in the way that you did, there's no question that too often many of us have cleaned in a way that we thought was safe and chemical free, and we were not at all. So, like you said, when we know better, we do better. So, thank you so much. Also loved how you demonstrated our essential products. So, for anyone who is new to Norwex, the products that you shared are the ones to help get you started, right? They're the most essential products to moving into a cleaner, safer, better way of cleaning without harmful chemicals. So thank you so much, Wendy. If all of you would just drop in the chat, give Wendy some love, and drop in the chat some of your takeaways, because she can read the chat. Actually, all of a sudden there's like 64 new messages in the chat now, Wendy. So well done. Thank you so much for taking the time to share with us tonight. Your passion for our products and for sharing our mission shines through when you talk about your favorite products with Norwex. All right. So as we come to a close tonight, just a couple of reminders. Wendy gave you a little bit of a challenge here, or an invitation. Is a better way to say it. Inviting you to consider hosting your friends to learn more about Norwex and about a better, cleaner, safer way to clean, and then also to learn more about products for our skin. Right? We have skincare, body care products, and Wendy didn't even have time to even touch on those. So we do have some upcoming webinars. So be sure to talk to your consultants if you're looking for being a part of learning how to take better care of your skin, for example. We also have new products that we're introducing. And so actually on August the 6th, we'll be having another uh, mega party, as we like to call it, where you will have an opportunity to learn more about all of our new products that we have coming right around the corner, actually. So we do invite you, consider hosting your friends to learn more about Norwex. They will be so glad that you did that. And to consider that and make that decision, you simply go back to your consultant, the one who invited you tonight. They'll be more than happy to help you with that. We also dropped in the chat a suggested cart. If you're a guest, you can talk with your consultant about that. Those are some suggestions and products that you might want to order that Wendy talked about tonight. So just feel free to reach out to your consultant who invited you, and they'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have, but also offer you other opportunities to learn more about Norwex. Speaking of that, at the top of the hour, we do have a call with our co-founder. So if you really want to hear more about who we are as a company and what our future holds as a company and opportunities that could mean for you, please feel free to hop on top of the hour with our call with our co-founder. And I did drop that link in the chat as well. If it went too fast and you didn't catch it, then again, reach out to your consultant and they can get you that link very quickly. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Wendy, thank you again for an exceptional demonstration tonight and just really helping to educate and also remind all of us of how important it is to be safe and that we have choices. We have choices to clean without those harmful chemicals. All right, everyone, have a great night, and we hope to see you back on here for a future mega party. Bye for now.